Trail Rutgers 14-0. 10:49 left here in the first half. Challenger hands off to Watley. And Watley gets one, maybe two, trying the left side. Rashad Swinger. And Sean Devlin on the tackle. Swinger, a sophomore from Manalapan. Really dominated in the spring game, according to John Gutekunst, and that's when they knew that he was right at home on the defensive line. Rutgers scoring drive, well, one play, 80 yards. Seconds rather, Bob.
Didn't mean to do that to you, but 8 seconds. That's the way to score.
60-yard pass, Lucas to Harper. Challenger, intercepted by Curtis Tribbett. Tribbett has nothing but end zone in front of him. He's in for the touchdown. Just like that. The Scarlet Knights strike quickly on an interception by this man. Senior Curtis Tribbett from Williamstown, New Jersey. His second career interception.
Had a chance to play some last year. They expected things from him this year. He came back at 6 foot, 170, playing on the corner. That's what you're looking for. You read it perfectly and ran it back for the score. Rutgers scoring very quickly with 2 scores here early in the second quarter.
Well, they're celebrating and happy about that score. Dubois, the extra point, is through the uprights. Let's take another look at the interception.
Okay, here it is. The quarterback's going to drop back in here, and he's going to play out to the right side of the screen. As he winds up the throw, he's looking to run an out pattern. Let's stop it right there. If the receiver falls down, he overthrows the play, and there comes Tribbett, number 10, with the football in perfect position to run it back. And that's a big score. Get out 21-0 here with plenty of time left in the second quarter.
It was intended for Nick Petty, number 31. He fell down. Instead, Curtis Tribbett goes 28 yards with the interception for the touchdown. Mose Risen over to talk to Curtis Tribbett.
And you can see the emotion that's picked up. The specialty teams are doing a nice job of coverage, even though it's early in the game. Rich Rachel, who now coaches them, has great enthusiasm. They came down, made a big hit on the kickoff, got those guys in a hole right away. You can see your specialty teams many times set the tone, and you can see it early in this ball game. But the specialty teams for Rutgers are doing an excellent job, particularly in coverage.
Bob, so much of a football game can be decided in an even battle between the kicking games and the special teams, the return squads. Those guys, that's where guys get a lot of their experience and begin to play their way into the two deep. As we watch Joe Kukowski. His kickoff fielded by Benton at the 12. Vance Benton gets out in the vicinity of the 25-yard line before he is stopped. Bob Seeger, number 86, makes the tackle. So while we've got a chance, we'll take a break. Rutgers leading Kent 21-0.
Thursdays this fall, be sure to join host Pat Scanlon and Rutgers head coach Doug Graver for the latest on the Scarlet Knights. To recap the previous week's action, take a look ahead, as well as call in with questions and comments. Catch the Doug Graver Show, Thursdays this fall at 8 p.m. on NJN.
Premiere September 8th.
A physics lecture ricochets off a middle dish in orbit. A business law seminar lands on a rooftop in Montana. Each day, through our satellites and telecourses, public television is reaching out across America, offering people in big cities and small towns alike learning services that might otherwise be unavailable. Courses in math, science, and foreign languages. Courses for people with families and full-time jobs. Courses that might even help teachers teach better. Public television. In our classrooms, the curriculum is vast, and the seating capacity unlimited.
The scoring drive, Curtis Tribbett, 28 yards. The interception return, 21-0 Rutgers as Kent takes over. Hansen in motion, Challenger. Bobbled the ball off the center exchange from Bob Hallen.
Now the pressure's on Challenger. Big interception, run back for a touchdown as he throws the ball. He comes up in his first series, and he doesn't get the exchange. He doesn't hang in there with his center. So he puts the ball on the ground. They're lucky to come back with it. Second down and 11, and now the defense of Rutgers start to dictate a little policy here because they're in the driver's seat, up 21-0.
Sean Thompson, number 77, the right guard, actually recovered the ball for Challenger. So it's a loss of 1, second and 11. Rutgers with 154 yards of total offense to 39 for Kent. There's the guy that's got a lot of that 39. Ashton Watley, number 4. Fastest player on the team, according to offensive coordinator Carl Battershell. They felt, Bob, that to be effective today, they had to try to establish the run against this Rutgers defense and keep the Scarlet Knight backs of Willis and Presley off the field. But you want to do that, yet it's Ray Lucas who strikes through the air and does it on a scramble for a touchdown. So really, Presley and Willis haven't done much thus far. 3rd and 10. Challenger feeling the pressure. Completes it to Lance Hansen.
Very close to a first down. Excellent, excellent pass that time by the quarterback, as well as Hansen coming back. The veteran receiver, Hansen, he's a sophomore, but he played a lot last year, and he made the tough catch. Watch this. As he forced out, he's going to half sprint to the right side here. The quarterback's going to come out, end up on the right side here, and look for number 20 to come back to the football as we see it roll. Hansen comes back to the football and makes the catch in time and with enough yardage for the first down. It's excellent execution.
Michael Roberts was defending an 11-yard completion. First down. Watley now tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Sean Devlin. Devlin was coming, and Watley never got a chance to get started.
Great execution. We've called his name a lot early in this game. Devlin, the sophomore out of Elizabeth, New Jersey, got penetration again. That 4-man front. He got in the backfield and never gave Watley, a very quick back, a chance to make a break.
Second down now. 13 to go. Number 11, Dominion Bay, is in at wide receiver along with Hansen. Challenger. They throw the screen to the fullback, Omar Williams, and he is brought down at the line of scrimmage. Alcides Catano making the play for Rutgers.
What an athlete. Long, Catano. When you look at him, he's 6'4", 225 pounds, can run like a running back, and he just flies to the football. Backs off the football. You're going to look for number 80 here just to come up as the fullback releases, let it roll into the backfield. Quarterback comes back, play fake there to hold the linebacker, and he drops it off. There's Catano right here coming to the football inside out, makes the hit and drops him in his tracks.
Omar Williams, the senior from Orlando, Florida, who started 7 games last year for Kent. Third down, 10 yards to go. Challenger. Complete to Dominion Bay at midfield. Mark Washington on the coverage and tackle for Rutgers, but Kent picks up the first down and moves the chains.
He's going to throw the football back here. As we see it, the quarterback's going to come out, end up here, but he's going to throw the ball back to the curling or hooking receiver, and he gets into the seam and finds enough opening. Good execution here by Challenger, who's been under pressure. He delivers the football well. He's wide open, and Bay goes up to make the catch and get another first down.
Watley tries the left side. Alcides Catano slowed him down, and Derek Ward came up to make the play from his right corner position.
Good series here for Kent. They're mixing the ball up with the run and the pass. The Rutgers defense playing aggressively, but just finding enough holes. He's a good back. You got to give a lot of credit to Watley. He's run the football very hard, and he's made some yardage. They've hurt themselves early, particularly in the first quarter, with penalties, but now they got a drive going. There's movement. 87, the veteran. That time Mark Porter jumped.
And Rutgers was quick to point it out. Bob Sneathen was lined up over the tight end Mark Porter. Sneathen has recorded a sack for head coach Doug Graber already in this contest. And Mike Bressel comes off the field. And Brian Sheridan, the sophomore from Union, who's been bothered by a hamstring in fall camp, is in at middle linebacker.
He's very important to this defense. Brian Sheridan playing in the middle. Great instincts. Great football player at Union. Just has to play football, and hopefully he can play some today, get a little experience, even though he's hurt.
Challenger feeling the rush. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. First down and more. Mike Challenger scrambles to the Rutgers 31-yard line before Derek Ward runs him out.
A little over-aggressive defensively. They put a lot of pressure on him. This number 3 here, Challenger, at 6'2", 193 pounds. He comes off the play fake. There's the pressure from the backside. Number 93 coming in on him is Guarnera. But now he decides to run with the football, and he shows he can travel. He's a good athlete. He's a junior. Had a very good preseason, and that's the reason he's starting today.
Mike Challenger, a junior from Miami. This time he'll hand off to Watley, and Watley breaks one tackle, but plenty of red jerseys there, including Rashad Swinger and Brian Sheridan. You know, Bob, this 4-3 defense may be meant for number 43, middle linebacker Brian Sheridan, because he has all the instincts of what it takes to play middle linebacker, according to John Gutekunst.
Exactly, and he's a leader, and he played enough last year to get game experience as a freshman. It's just a matter of him staying healthy.
Played for Lou Rotino at Union High School.
He played in a great football program for a great football coach. As good as they come, Lou Rotino.
Dominion Bay is split wide to the right now. More movement. Oh, baby.
There's a problem. There's no question the problem is with the freshman center, Hallen, and the quarterback. Every once in a while, we're having that problem, and it just kills your drives, and it's going against them.
At number 70, the left guard, Don White, really paid the price, because someone from Rutgers just teed off, as you are allowed to do.
False start. Still second down.
Don White at 6'3", 260. Looked upon as the leader of the team. He comes from Kent, Ohio, so he just crossed the street and went to school, and he's a good player.
Kent picking up 5 penalties for 25 yards. Rutgers 3 for 25. Hansen split wide to the left, Bay to the right. Challenger flush in the pocket again. This time Alcides Kitano and Rusty Swartz are there for Rutgers.
They'll let him run. To be honest with you, if that's what he has to do to get his first downs, let him run the football. They're doing a good job on the corner defending. They're putting pressure on him, and then you've got the speed. It shows you Kitano can run to the football as Rusty Swartz, and those two kind of guys playing on the outside as linebackers can get all over the field. Big play.
So they'll bring up 3rd and 11. 4:25 left here in the second quarter. Bay to the right. Hansen split to the left. Williams and Watley, the running backs. Challenger. Incomplete, intended for Astron Watley. Bob Sneathen was coming, and someone got a piece of him.
What a great effort by Sneathen. That time he was held as he beat the block, and then he just proceeded and ran him over. I want you to look at this. As you watch on the right side, you're going to see Sneathen right here come through, and just watch the effort on his part to get to the quarterback. Let it roll. He's being held. You can see him running around the block right now. There he's being held, but he still manages to get to the quarterback, and he throws it short.
Here's the punt by Ken Walters. Aims for the coffin corner, but it goes into the end zone for the touchback. Jim Curtis fielding it, the photographer just off the end zone. One of many recording this historic appearance for Doug Graber and the Scarlet Knights. And Rutgers takes over 1st and 10 from its own 20-yard line. Doug Graber in his 5th season here at Rutgers certainly has some connections to the Mid-American contest. Coached at Eastern Michigan and Ball State. Don't forget, this Thursday, NJN will bring you the Doug Graber Show. Thursday nights live at 8 throughout the fall. Here's Ray Lucas. Off the play fake to Terrell Willis, and Willis gets out to the 29-yard line, gain of 9 before Berkeley Claggett helps Willis out of bounds.
As we said earlier, they've mixed up their first down calls. That time they went with the run, but the fact is they've hit the pass off a first down. People have to respect that. Gives a chance to open up the running game with a guy like Terrell Willis.
Ralph Sackett, the freshman from Delran, is signaling in the plays to Ray Lucas. As we look at what Terrell Willis did last year, 13 rushing touchdowns, winning Freshman of the Year honors. Here's Willis. Look out. Terrell Willis steps out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Robert Moore was there for Kent, but not before Willis picked up 17 yards.
Watch this now as Willis breaking off the left side this time. Here's into it. He's going to come over here with the football and just find his way. Good blocking on the left side. Ken Damon, the senior. Kareem Williams, number 50. There's the block as they block down. Look at the hole as he just breaks it to the outside, and then he's on his own. Those are instincts now developing as he makes big yardage, steps out of bounds. First down, Rutgers.
From their own 46-yard line. Willis one more time into Kent territory, down to the 47. Mike Barry making the stop for the Golden Flashes, but Willis beginning to get untracked.
And again, the Kent defense playing tough early on, now starting to get worn down a little bit. Rutgers had the ball, got 2 quick scores on them. Pretty tough right now.
Last year, Terrell Willis accounting for 2,026 all-purpose yards, shattering the freshman record set by Herschel Walker at Georgia. 2nd and 3. Lucas passes, nearly intercepted. Maury Norris, number 93, a senior, playing inside linebacker, had every chance to make the interception.
He was coming inside out. As you look at this play, as he just drops back here, he's going to look to hit Harper on the side here, but look at the inside out coverage. He comes with the back and gets Norris, that is number 93, and almost makes the perfect interception.
A senior from Woodmere Village, Ohio. Now 3rd and 3. Tom Wright, number 30, is in at fullback as Woolridge goes in motion. And that looks like a first down for Rutgers as Maury Norris in on the tackle, but Willis got enough.
Just a little toss to get the first down, 3rd and short, keep the drive alive. A little over 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Rutgers putting 2 touchdowns on the scoreboard early in the quarter, and they're keeping it alive.
Terrell Willis comes out. Bruce Presley checks into the ball game. There's Bruce, the junior from Highland Park. According to coaches, really improved his blocking and catching as Lucas is incomplete.
Lucas pass intended
there
incomplete
for Marco Battaglia.
That's that first down pass he came to early. Just dropped the ball off to the tight end in the seam on first down. He threw the ball a little bit behind him. Pretty good coverage, though, on the part of Kent. So it's 2nd down and 10.
You know, that Lucas Battaglia combination, you know, they roomed together in the fall camp, and Marco made sure to tell Ray that he's a junior tight end now and very capable. Here's Presley. He rumbles straight ahead, gets down to the 35-yard line. Rich Yerkowitz, an outside linebacker, makes the stop.
Roger Terry.
This gives Rutgers running backs a chance to run the football, build up the confidence level of that offensive line. And of course, you look at that offensive line, and the key is on the left side. Ken Damon, outstanding football player for 4 years. Kareem Williams, another senior, and of course, John Blyce, the center. The right side of it develops more, to give them the balance they're looking for.
Presley tripped up on 3rd and 3. Mike Barry, junior from Downers Grove, Illinois. They put the ball on the 35-yard line. It's about 1.5 yards shy of the first down, and the crowd is calling, as you would expect, to go for it.
And I think they are going to go for it. They're up 21-0. They got to believe they can make 2 yards on 4th down. They're in pretty good field position. It's a big test for him right now. This is a confidence builder right now. Doug Graber knows it in this situation.
The one back is Presley. Funderburk to the left. Hutton and Harper to the right. Lucas was running the option.
It's very close.
And it's very close to the first down.
He came out, ran the option quick, that speed option on the corner. He had the pitch to Presley, but he was looking to get 2 yards. Let's see if he got enough.
Norris was the tackler.
Looks like they moved the ball back on him. They're going to measure.
Simonowski and Maury Norris
Timeout for a measurement.
coming up to stop Ray Lucas.
We'd like to remind all fans that re-entry is not allowed here in Rutgers.
Well, they'll
Stadium.
stretch the chain, and
Ticket stubs are not valid for
it's short by about the length of a football. So Canton University will take over. Here's the look, Bob.
Here's a look at it. Here he decides to go. Let's just freeze it right there. As you stop right there, Presley is standing out here all alone. There's nobody near him. But he decides to turn it up because he only needs 2 yards. Good job by Kent. They cut him short. He didn't get it. Next time, he'll remember maybe as he comes out on the corner that the pitch is there. The trail back is open. Get him the football on the corner.
1:33 left in the first half is Mike Challenger. Brings the Golden Flashes to the line of scrimmage. He hands off to Ashton Watley, and Watley, a good yardage on first down to the 41-yard line before Bruce Spalding, the junior from Piscataway, can come up and make the tackle.
Watley has the ability to make you miss. That's what he does, and he sure made a few people miss on that run to pick up 6 yards. Good job by Watley. He's been in there all the way at 5'8", 182 pounds, carrying the football most of the time.
And going with 3 wide receivers. 31 Nick Petty is in along with Dominion Bay. 2nd and 4 for Watley. Challenger has to hurry. He won't get it off. 2nd sack of the evening for Bob Sneathen.
See, that's the beauty of the defense. It's a passing situation. They just let those 4 guys go. They beat the blocks. Nobody picks up on Sneathen. He has no responsibility other than to get to the football, and he does it here. You'll see him come from the right side of the screen. As you'll see, number 89, he just comes in clean. He just beats the block, whoever tried to handle him, and he's in the backfield before the quarterback Challenger ever has a chance to set up.
Bobby Sneathen put together some great numbers last year as we have a timeout on the field. 42 tackles, 6 sacks. And really, this defense, as we talked about, the 4-3 scheme, 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, really favors Bob Sneathen and Keith Bryant, the senior from Largo, Florida.
It gives Sneathen and Bryan a chance to just let loose and play. It gives guys like Catano and Schwartz on the corner playing the outside position to come up and make the play when they have to, but to play back there and play pass coverage and also run from sideline to sideline. If they can get it, and we talked to you mentioned this earlier, they've got to have some success early this season with that 4-man front. If they do that, it could be a very interesting fall because they've got the athletes. It's just a matter of staying healthy and developing with each game.
Well, Mike Challenger was bringing them to the line of scrimmage. Waiting for the timeout to expire now. O.J. Santiago, number 81, the 2nd string tight end, brings the play in. Hansen to the left, Bay to the right. And Santiago will also be deployed wide to the right. 3rd down and 15. Challenger, here comes Sneathen again. Challenger just gets away and throws it incomplete, intended for O.J. Santiago, and a flag on the play after Challenger released the ball.
Probably going to get him for a late hit, I think.
Referee is Nick Define.
Okay, it's a personal foul, and I think they got number 93, Guarnera, coming in late for that call as he was chasing down the quarterback. A lot of pressure that time. Sneathen again forcing him out of the pocket, almost getting to him, forcing him to throw the ball poorly. And they just didn't hold back enough, and they've got the penalty.
Well, that'll be enough. For the first down, they'll move the chains with 34 seconds left here in the 2nd quarter. Ball out now to the 44-yard line. Challenger looks over to offensive coordinator Carl Battershell, who was at Memphis State the last 5 seasons Also coached with the Detroit Lions. 3 receivers, movement. Devlin was in to make contact. Let's see, was he drawn offside?
Well, you can't even anticipate now because it's gone both ways. We've had a lot of those penalties, but he's probably going to go against Rutgers this time.
Dead ball, offside, defense, first down.
Very active day for the referee in this first half, Mr. Define. A lot of penalties, opening game of the season. We're going to get some of those. I'm sure Doug Graber's happy with the score, but not happy with the sloppiness. He wants to get that football back. His defense gave it up on a personal foul call. And with 34 seconds left to go, this club is still trying to score here.
Watley into Rutgers territory. Down to the 40-yard line with Rasan Giddings making the tackle. First down for Canton. The clock will stop as the chains move. Now Challenger, as the ball is made ready for play. Gets it to Watley. Watley dropped it, and Challenger did a good job to deliver the ball because Sean Devlin wrapped him up the minute he let go of it.
Very good first half for Sean Devlin. Good penetration, got in his face, forced a quick throw here. Watch number 55 here. Devlin, as he gets the penetration, gets right up in, as we let this roll, gets right up in Challenger's face as he tries to drop the ball off here to number 4. Actually, he can catch the football here. He takes a look upfield. He doesn't hang on to it, but good penetration, good pressure.
20 seconds now left in the second quarter. Challenger across the middle, nearly intercepted by Thomas Kelly. It's incomplete. It was intended for Santiago, and Thomas Kelly, a sophomore from Atlantic City.
Again, part of that inexperience, but part of that young talent back there.
6 feet tall, 190 pounds. They say he has all the great instincts of a free safety. Former high school wishbone quarterback.
He's an intelligent player, too. For a sophomore, he knows the game, and they appreciate that in that position. Rutgers putting a lot of pressure now on Challenger. As long as they can do that, the secondary's got to come up with the play and get onto these receivers because he's just put the ball up with that pressure on him.
On 3rd and 10, Challenger, who has thrown the last 3 incompletions, finds the tight end Mark Porter at the Rutgers 30. That's a first down.
They may be looking for a timeout here, either to go in the end zone or try, if they can, maybe get some points by going for a field goal. Even though it's 21-0. Let's see what Coach Jim Cargill wants to decide here.
9 seconds left and a timeout called by Kent University. There's Derek Ward making the stop on the big tight end, Mark Porter. Jim Corrigal, about a very young team here to Rutgers. On the traveling squad, Bob, just 8 seniors, 11 juniors, 14 sophomores, and 20 freshmen.
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to be patient. It's been a long time that Kent has won. And if he's going to take it on, he's going to do it the right way. He's got to develop his program. He's a tough guy. He's had great experience as a player. He's got a good reputation. He's coached in some excellent schools. So he's an alumnus of the school, too. So it's a very important thing for Jim Corrigal to make this thing happen, and let's hope he does. Not today, but let's hope he happens.
Don't forget, our next Rutgers telecast will be on October 16th as the Scarlet Knights host the Cincinnati Bearcats. It's October 16th, Sunday morning at 10 on NJN. 9 seconds left. Challenger avoids Stephen, but dropped the ball, and the clock will expire on the first half. Rusty Swartz was coming. He made it happen. And so the Scarlet Knight defense pitches a shutout here in the first half. They leave the field at the new Rutgers Stadium for the first time at the half, leading Kent University 21-0. We'll be back with some halftime festivities after this. You're watching College Football 94 on NJN.
If you think that turning on the lights is all we have to do to make NJN News the state's most complete television news report, you're wrong. Each edition starts with crews and reporters fanning out across the state, racing the clock. Editors cut the story.
Hi, everyone. I'm Pat Scanlon, joined by Rutgers University President Francis Lawrence. And Dr. Lawrence, what a great moment, not only for the stadium coming together, the team beginning a great season, and it must be great to look out over the festivities today and enjoy the moment for the university.
Absolutely. I've been keyed up for months over this. It's a perfect day. It's really, this is the spirit of college football.
This is the crown jewel of a $28 million facilities upgrade that has gone on here at Rutgers. And tell us a little bit about what it has taken to get to this point.
Well, to begin with, I should thank all of those who worked to make this a success. Not only the leaders in New Jersey, but the people from the construction crews, those from Rutgers who worked day and night in the last few days. This is a beautiful facility, and I think the sign of the crowd, the number today, I think 35,000 is incredible before Labor Day weekend.
When you take a look at the crowd and the surroundings, it really is a focal point for the state of New Jersey now, not only to have a great football facility in the Meadowlands, but also now to have one on your campus as well.
Absolutely. This is an upgrade of our athletic area facilities, not just the stadium, but the new soccer field and the new track. And although this is the 8th oldest university in the country, I think you're seeing the beginning of a new era. And we're all very enthusiastic about it.
Of course, Rutgers football has been a member of the Big East Conference. In another year, the Rutgers basketball team will also go into the Big East.
That's right. And we're very pleased about that. That's been one of our goals, to be in an all-sports conference and to have the kind of competition that you find in the Big East. So we're very happy about it.
And, of course, that should solidify your position as the state university and become more and more recognizable to the great high school students and athletes in this state.
Well, certainly Doug has done a very good job in recruiting New Jersey students. And it takes time to get a consistent winner, but I think he's doing a very effective job, and I'm pleased with it. And Wenzel is happy about being in the Big East. He thinks it's definitely going to help his recruiting, and I agree with him.
We always talk about the role that athletics play within a university. What does successful athletics do for a university such as Rutgers?
Well, one of the links I've always said about athletics and the university community is it ties the current student body, the future student body, and of course the past student body. I don't know of anything else that we do that can bring that many people together. It is part of college, the college spirit. And I think you're seeing the beginning of a new era today with the attendance. It will continue this way, and we look forward to success in the future.
Mr. Lawrence, it's great to have the State University on the New Jersey channel. We look forward to many more telecasts of Rutgers football and basketball in the future.
Well, thank you. I want to go enjoy the second half. I'm very comfortable about the first half.
All right, thank you very much. Rutgers University President Francis Lawrence. We're at the half. Rutgers striking up the band to a tune of 21-0 over Kent. We'll be right back.